a daily political live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here. And every day we're here and I answer 12 political questions at 12 noon. And do my best, and I timestamp them right after this. I go down and I pin the first comment and I type in everything covered today. And then after this, I go back and I watch carefully and try to make the timestamping as accurate as possible. So, and I'm here 7 days a week, just so you know. If you are watching this on replay, come on by. I take questions out of the chat. Just put everything in all caps. If anything that's in the chat in all caps is how you communicate with me. And other than that, just please type normally. And I have had some requests for, I really, where I am in the world or what's going on. I can never make your, ever make your live stream, but I always watch it on replay. How can I ask a question? I'm not entirely sure how to do it, but I do know that YouTube will sometimes allow you to see like upcoming live streams. And because you can always put a question in all caps in tomorrow's chat. And I will, I'll see if I can get to it. I can't guarantee I'll read on everything, but I want to. Sometimes I have to follow my intuition. Sometimes maybe the question's a bit more vague than what I need. Like if someone just gives me a name and it's like, unless it's like a big story in the news, it's like, what about them? So, but I might have questions. So if you can come by, do come by. Please don't just, I want you to leave questions, but if I have questions about your question, if I have questions about your questions, there will be questions that you can't answer. So I might not be able to. Anyway, I'm just gonna do my thing. I have a co-host, Boo-Boos and Kitty. He has been completely missing in action. I have not seen him for hours. He has found a quiet spot to just sleep in and snooze in. And yesterday we had someone come and improve our internet. I hope the feed's better. I really do. But that was a lot. And this person was here for a long time, and they had to actually run a new line into the house and do a bunch of stuff in the house. And it was really exhausting for the cats, especially I have two cats. There's brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, who is afraid of nothing, not vacuum cleaners, people, nothing. Matter of fact, he will run toward the loud noises. Or if you're vacuuming, or I bring you home a new vacuum or something like that, and he's just like, okay. And he's like, right there. What is this? You turn it on, and he's like, what is that? And it's like, oh, it's the new vacuum. And he's just watching it. He's just watching it, seeing what it does. Bailey, Boo-Boos, and Kitty, there he is, right there, gone like a shot. Hello, sweetness. Come here, dear. Not so brave. Oh, you're sweetie. Okay, so Kitty, he might come up here. Hello, sweetie. All right, so I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for your questions in all caps. If YouTube cuts you off, hello, because it is a little bit first come, first serve. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, good boy. My little positive energy generator. That is why he is. That's why you are my little co-host. Yes, you are. You are my little co-host. Because I need your positive energy. Because I read on these awful people. I read on these awful people. I mean, seriously, awful. Monstrous people. Yes. And you remind me that there is good energy in the world. Oh, the good kitty. Oh, the good kitty. And he's gone. Okay. I was walking this morning, as is my wont. I usually walk every morning. I try to get 10,000 steps in. There's usually walking involved. There's usually, getting ready, shower involved, all this kind of stuff. this morning, as I was walking, as I listened to quite a bit of those of you who just want the readings, you can skip ahead now, because I'm going to tell you the story and then I'm going to go through the chat. So it'll be in the title and the description box eventually, and pinned as a first comment. So I'll see you later. But those of you who would like to hear just something, I walk in the morning, and I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. Especially, I like pop music. I like K-pop music. There is an offshoot of a successful K-pop group, the Chinese branch, and it's like, where is she going with this? Why is she telling us this? Wait, what? Ricky mad at me? Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. There is the Chinese branch of NCT is called Wavy. Okay. Do you care? Probably not. That's fine. That's fine. I really I liked their album this year. I think it was one of the best pop albums of the year, but it's about 75% of it is in Chinese. But the other 25% is in English. So you can always understand what's going on. Anyway, so this morning I was listening to Unbreakable, the song Unbreakable by Wavy. And the parts that are in English, if you don't speak Chinese, because I don't, I just got this feeling like somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needed to hear the lyrics, even though it's a song about being in love with somebody and trying to stay together or what have you. I got this very strong feeling that like two of you out there, out of all the people who are kind enough to watch me, needed to hear in this song where it's the parts that are in English are everlasting, unbreakable. Don't let go. Just keep holding on. Don't walk away. We are unbreakable. And I just got the feeling that somebody needed to hear that. At least a couple of people needed to hear that, about how our souls are forever. About how we've all been through this together. We've all been, we've made it through these 4 years of the Trump era, that we've made it through so much. And even when our time here is over and we're done, we don't disappear. And the people around us don't disappear. When I go, which is inevitable, I will miss this body. But my soul, it's a symbiotic relationship. My physical body, how my brain has worked or not worked, has affected my soul. My soul has affected my body. But the me, who I am, is a combination of the two. So I will be sorry to see this go. But I don't disappear. And I won't disappear. And neither will you. And our souls are unbreakable. You can't break them. For all the horror movies and all the things and all the bad things that can happen, you cannot be broken. You can't. It does not matter what life throws at you or how hard things are. You are unbreakable. And just even while we're here, we've made it through so much. We've made it through all of, not even just this last, 4 years of Trump and this last year of the illness, all through the years and the crises and what have you. Your spirit, figuratively and literally, is unbreakable. All right. So I wanted to share that. And I'm not saying anybody's going to be, a huge fan of Wavy, although I love their album this year. If you like pop music, fine. But I'm going to actually, this is the lyric video. I'm just going to put the link in the chat and then in a comment. Most of the songs in Chinese. I don't speak Chinese. It does show the translation if you want to know what the rest of the song's about. But just everlasting, unbreakable. Don't let go. Just keep holding on. Don't walk away. We're unbreakable. And I just want that. I just want to get that out there. All right. So there you go. And if you like pop music, you'll just like the song in general. But and Xiao Jun is he's the one who hits all the high notes, and he's got an amazing voice. I'm a sucker for a good voice. Anyway, Xiao Jun and Kun could listen to them read a phone book. Anyway, I will scroll up and go over what you're here for. Okay. All right. It looks like, I was talking too long and it did cut off some questions. Oh gosh. Hello, sweetness. Are you coming down here? Hi. Hello. You are just a sweetie. Yes, you are. You are just a sweetie. Oh, mind your tail. Oh, dude. I have to do readings. Yes, I'm here to do readings. As adorable as you are. Okay, I'll just put this back up then. Okay, so I'm going to look for anything in all caps and don't walk away. We're unbreakable. Okay, Bosie's mom, would there something akin to reparations for what we endured during this catastrophe? No, we really aren't. We are having enough trouble. Just trying to get the Republicans to go along with helping with basics. I'm so glad to see that they are going forward with help. With some kind of stimulus, assuming. The singer. I'll put it in the chat. Well, no, actually, I can just it's right here because I was watching it. Does it show it right at the beginning? Sort of. Here, I'll share. If I can get that. The song is called Unbreakable, and it is by Wei V. But you can kind of see, whoops, down by my thumb here. No? Here. There. Wei V. Yeah. But anyway, the link's there. Okay. Sorry, I dropped my phone and things went flying. Sorry. Okay. So I am glad to see that we are getting anything from the stimulus. I had been picking up that we weren't going to get a stimulus, that we just weren't. That it was what I've been picking up is that a lack of stimulus, a lack of help is what is going to cause Georgians to vote Democrat. And I said, I want to be wrong. And I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm glad that there's talk that this will go through and that people are going to get help. But my gosh, it's pathetic, isn't it? It's a pathetic amount. And it doesn't help the states, which means it doesn't help, 911, ambulance services, all the places I've lived where it's the fire, if you call, like when I lived in Phoenix, if you called 911 and you were, you came off your bike on the side of a road and you needed help and you called 911, you got the fire department came. It's the firefighters who would help you, not people from an ambulance or something like that. Those are the people being shortchanged. And last I heard in Georgia, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that 1.4 million people have already voted. So, but, it's $600 is something, but my gosh, it's not going to last. And so for the entire year, Americans got the $1,200 check and they're going to get a $600 check. And this thing, we started going to lockdowns in March. So look at for this entire year. $1,800. Yeah. Anyway. But reparations, no, I think we're going to be, it's just going to be trying to step forward, just trying to do what we can to move forward and to, it's infuriating. The economy is going to be a mess. So I wish I had better news. Okay, Pammy, this group needs to have some virtual hugs today. Absolutely. And prayers for those who are hurting. You are not alone. I agree. Thank you, Pammy. Okay, Crystal. Hey, Crystal from Crystal Tarot Apothecary, who has a very good channel if you go visit. How will Trump's last 29 days go? Okay. Sniffies last 29 days. Besides just generally insane. Okay. Got that. You've got the number 1 slot. Looking for anything else in. Hello, everybody who's saying hello to me. Okay, this thing jumped a little bit, so I'm still looking for anything in all caps. And. Okay, Electoral, will the new virus from the UK reach the US? I saw this morning, there are people, nearly, practically Dr. Fauci level people saying it already is. It's here. It's here. You just have to assume it's here. It isn't worse, thank heavens, but it does spread a lot faster. It's apparently more sticky on surfaces, and so I read on that yesterday, and then I've heard on the news as well that it's here. Sorry. Ricky, sorry, Autumn, I'm no fan of K-pop. I do, however, love the song by Queen called These Are the Days of Our Lives. Absolutely. Oh, I don't expect anybody to be a huge K-pop fan. I just had this feeling somebody needed to hear that Unbreakable. So anyway, Crystal was listening to Let the Sun Shine In yesterday for the solstice. Lovely. Patty, will the UK virus hit the US? Will we be lucky enough? Okay, let's look at how badly will it spread? Because I yes, phone. You had something you wanted to mention. Tucked inside the $900 stimulus bill passed by Congress is a provision that's sparking ire from some, a tax break that would allow business diners to write off the 3-martini lunch. Wow, I don't care. I mean, wow, I don't care. Could we please just feed some kids? How badly, yes, Squeaker Bunny, how badly will the UK or Mink or wherever it's from, UK illness spread in the US? Because there's still flights, and there's still stuff coming between the UK, the US and the UK. Man, Gigi Lad, it's the great boo boo. Yes, he is the great boo boo. You are precious. Love Jalou, what's happening to Elaine Chao? What have you heard, Love Jalou? Is she in the news? Is there? I've read on her many times now. Hi. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, you. There we go. I've read on her many times now, and I always get the same thing. She's not going to face much justice for anything. She's really rich. And she can get out of the country if she wants. Her family's really high, really rich. It's infuriating that I've never picked up on her facing real justice. But sorry, I got cat hair on my nose. And you're worth it. Yes, you are. I'll tilt this down a little bit. Okay. So, but if there's something, Love Jalou, more specific, let me know. Let me know that you're wondering about. KD, a good day to all you all terrific people. Love Jalou, hello all. Roxy Voltaire, love the border. Oh, thank you. Patty G, senior military officials are worried what Trumpy will do. Well, they don't have to. It's their duty to not accept unlawful orders. So, let's have a look at it. Senior military worried what Sniffy will do. Okay. Got that down in slot number 3. Got plenty of slots here. And I know I talked a lot at the beginning, but Yoda kitten. You're so precious. You're so precious. I'm covered in cat hair and I don't care. Hot chick, how are you doing? Hi. Did Titanic Trump pardon Barr? Did Trump pardon Renfield? He hasn't. He hasn't technically left. Has he actually left? What was that flash? Has he technically left, or he'll be leaving soon? Okay. Okay, JM. Hello, Autumn. What will be the future of North Dakota Governor Christie Noam, a.k.a. Wicked Witch of the West? I can't think of that. I'll be happy to read on her. But I can't think of that without Of course, remembering the day that some people in the chat started calling me Glinda. Glinda the Good Witch. Glinda the Good Witch of the North. Which was very sweet. I am in a big pink bubble, technically. Look at that sweet face. Okay. Governor. Oh, you're so good. Future. Okay, wait, got it. Is it locomole or locomole? Why did the relief bill contain a provision about the Dalai Lama's reincarnation? What? Did it? Does it? I know it's like 5,500 pages or something, but really? Has anybody else heard anything about that? Interesting. Let me know. Giata Taylor. What will happen to DeSantis? The scientist is suing the state of Florida. Will she win? Oh, that thing where he sent like, there were like armed guards beating down her door. DeSantis versus scientist. Okay. Has Trump signed it? Judy's asking. I heard that it'll take it until at least Friday, just because of the sheer size of the bill physically. We'll see. Nancy, it's still building the wall. I have a question. Oh, love Jalou. Joe Biden said he'll give more checks. Excellent. I have a question. Will Trump say, I'm only going to sign it if they redo the election? Or is Trump going to make unreasonable demands? Now, the thing might have already passed with enough votes that it doesn't matter. I don't know what the counts were, but that wouldn't stop Trump from trying. Trump make unreasonable demands in this way. Oh, you're so good. Yes, you are. You are the precious. Reasonable demands to sign the bill. Okay. I that's what I want to know. All right, so that's number 7. You're so good. Oh, precious. And okay, I've got to tilt this back up and then I can stop slouching. Oh man. Okay. Electra, the original bill sitting on Mitch's desk has all the things helping us, but he won't sign it. Oh yeah, they voted for something that just cut everything back. But they didn't give immunity to corporations, so cat hair everywhere. YouTube, hi. What do you see? Renee is asking, what do you see for January 6th in DC? Big protest with Trump people planned. I thought he was going to have a rally in Florida or something and announce his 2024 run for president, blah, 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 blah. Not that he'd actually want to be president again or do the work. He just wants all the money. Okay, January 6th in DC. Big protest plan. Okay, that's number 8. Got it. Katie, I'm sorry, but $600 is a major slap in the face from both political parties. It's all the Democrats could get. They were trying for more. But it is absolutely a slap in the face. Crystal is saying Biden says considered a down payment. Yeah. It's all I could manage. Okay. Next thing I see. Susan, did you say it's easier to transmit by contact? What should we do to avoid catching, if anything? Same thing we're doing now. But let's ask, Susan. All right, UK strain. Should we do anything different? Okay. Okay, I will look at that. All right, number 9. Okay, so I'm looking for number 10. Katie, let's take some hungry kids out for martini lunches. They're so nourishing. Connie, hello, Autumn and beautiful chat buddies. It's the beginning of a beautiful future. It's a great day to be a great day. I like the sentiment. Susan, anything new to avoid catching it? That is, yep. Okay, gotcha. Renee, what do you see in DC on January 6th? Big protest plans. I have got that down. And Steve, Chow won't, but Mitch will, or is it that just political? Are you talking about Mitch facing? I'm not quite sure. Sorry, Steve. Oh. Jenna, question. Will Twitter deactivate Trump's account before or after inauguration? I've read on that, and what I got was, the first factual, just a factual thing. The President of the United States, the POTUS Twitter account, automatically goes to Biden and Biden's people on January 20th. So Trump, he's losing that. Done. His personal one, what I got is he's eventually going to, he's going to have so many warnings on his stuff and things taken down and what have you, that he's eventually going to go to like Parler or some other ultra right-wing waste of time, space, and oxygen. That's what I've been getting. But they're just gonna. I don't think they're just gonna go. You're done. And it seemed like it was more. They're just gonna just be pushing him, just making it harder and harder for him until he's finally just like, fine. Okay. Rosetta, will the National Guard be deployed for hostile Trump supporters? Big protest plan, National Guard. Okay, this might be a 2-part question. Okay, got it. JM, Biden picked Miguel Cardona as Education Secretary. Will he be an effective... Oh, I'm sorry. Take a drink here. Sorry. Okay. Miguel Cardona. Be an effective Education Secretary. Well, let's just say, just to start with, the bar's kind of low. Got it. Okay. Patty, will the kids in cages get any kind of Christmas? I it's on the list. Steve, from earlier, will jail times be more than just a slap on the wrist to 2 years? For whom? For whom? Please let me know. Patty, should be worried on January 6th about the electoral votes. I haven't picked up that we should, but should we worry about January 6th electoral votes? What I've been picking up so far is there's going to be a whole lot of yapping on the side of the Republican side, but I'll have a look. All right, I'm going to. I've got my 12 questions for today, and if I did not get to your question, do remember I'm here 7 days a week. All right, and I'm going to start with the biggest, ugliest question, because otherwise it's going to haunt me. It's probably going to haunt me the whole reading anyway, but the whole hour anyway, but I'm going to read on it first. Starting at 38 minutes. Okay. Question is, will the kids in the cages get any kind of Christmas? Or be reunited with their parents? There are some people who are leaving toys and I can't. All they wanted was a new life. They were in so much danger where they were. It was heartbreaking. All they wanted was a new life. They weren't asking for much. They were asking for next to nothing. They were taking the initiative. The parents were taking initiatives to try to get the kids to safety. They don't want gifts. They don't want Christmas. You can take your gifts and you can take them back. And you can go to Tartarus. We'll just say it that way. They want the money. To have never been to be able to be reunited with their families. I am literally sitting here just running through every single swear word I know, aimed at Trump and Miller and all of these people. Okay. I don't know where Boo Boo is. Carmela is saying, as an immigrant, I hope they set up a tribunal for what they did to those children. Yes. I understand, Patty. It's not your fault. Not your fault. Okay. 43. 43. Trump, you blankety blank. Trump's last 29 days. He's pathetic. He's pathetic. He does all of this damage, and he doesn't care what damage he does. And he has no idea what a small, little, insignificant speck he is. He is. He's pathetic. Running around, I'm so important, look at me, I'm so important. He's... Excuse my using this descriptor, but he's fly excrement. That's how important he is. That's how big of a man he is. 29 days. Yeah, you're leaving, Sniffy. Anyway. Sharon, he'll realize when he crosses over. Eventually. Yeah, eventually he'll realize. America has spoken. We voted. He's doing the fingers in his ear, la 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 la. I don't hear you. He expected Russia to do more for him. He hasn't completely given up. I still think he's going to try to come up with something to try to steal the election, but it's not going to work for him at all. He is the biggest loser. Hey, Dawn. You. This question, though, of still having something in mind brings me to the question I had, 46. Is Trump going to make unreasonable Frosty Bean, it's okay to cry and be mad, but you're unbreakable, Autumn. Thank you, Frosty Bean. Thank you for reminding me. Sent to a garbage bag, Commander-in-Chief. Thank you. So at 4630, does so this, okay, the 5,500 and some page emergency bill, relief stimulus bill, whatever they're calling it, is it's gonna take, and they said, I think until maybe even Friday to get to Trump to sign it. And I just want to know, is he going to try to make unreasonable demands and say, oh no, this isn't going through, I'm not signing anything unless you rerun the election or throw out these electoral votes, or you trying to cause rancor. So, is Trump, who is an insignificant nothing, but is he going to try to, is he going to try to hold the relief bill hostage? Although I don't know. I didn't see the actual vote count, so it may be enough of a majority where he can't do anything. But what is it Jen Lynn says? The man, he's going to chain himself to a water heater in the White House. That's what that feels like. So I'm still president, I'm still president, I'm still president. But even a lot of Republicans didn't vote for him. So he's tried various plans, but me, I. It's not going to work. If anything, he wants the parts of the plan that will make him money. Wow. 4930. Trying to get through a bunch of the Trump questions. Senior military apparently is worried. Apparently, senior military is worried about what Trump will do. Although, it's their duty to not accept unlawful orders. So, should they worry? Are they going to have to do something? don't know why. I'm getting this mental image. Maybe it's because I was just reading on kids. Christmas. I'm getting this mental, the football, the satchel with the nuclear codes that goes around with the president. The guy carries it around the president all the time. And that we've seen from movies that if you like open that up, you get the codes and you've got to break the plastic thing they're in to get the paper out that has the information that has the thing. And I don't know why I'm just getting this mental image like he's a toddler. Trump's a toddler, and he's like gotten into the football, and he's just like playing with all the little pieces. But he's as effective as a toddler, where it's just like, oh, he can't do anything. That he couldn't do. Sanders saying senior military are avoiding and ignoring Trump. Probably a good idea. Cal is saying General Miley already told him no. Oh, that's right. The military leaders have come out and said the U.S. military does not involve itself in elections, U.S. elections. Yeah, this would be action. It's interesting to me that I get cups for Democrats, I get pentacles for Republicans, but I've really got these ones is Trumpites, people who support Trump, people who work for Trump. This is Trump wanting the people who work for him to take action, very showy action too. They don't work for you. It's not your military. You inflated. I'll stop. Oh, he's got all kind of crazy ideas. And they're just trying to placate him to keep him quiet. I'm not sure what this is, but this is they're just waiting for Biden. Because they know the Biden administration thing, it's going to be like, oh, okay. We can, how to use everybody. What's this? What's the sitting pretty card? Let's see. Pam, he'll push the nuclear button and get a Diet Coke instead. Steve, I think they replaced the real football with a Nerf football. I like it. Sitting pretty. Oh, yeah. Have him amuse himself golfing or look at the shiny. Don, look at the shiny. Would you like to go golfing? Golfing would be fun. Yeah, delusions of what's possible. And there's Chad saying, oh, nay. Yeah, they don't need to worry. 54:30. I can't remember what day. Autumn relief bill passed the Senate 92-6. All right, so he wouldn't be able to. So they can override him. Okay. Okay. Did Trump pardon Barr? I'm not sure when Barr's leaving, to be honest. Did Trump pardon Barr? Is Trump pardoning Barr before Barr leaves or before Trump leaves or something like that? Because we know he's not really happy with Barr right now, but might be the price of. I mean, you and I understand that if these people take pardons, they can't invoke the Fifth Amendment, which stops which means, you invoke invoke the Fifth Amendment, which stops you from it. You don't have to incriminate yourself. But if they already have a pardon, which means they've already admitted they did stuff, they can't then go to Congress or go into court and say, I'm not going to talk about it. It's like, no, you have to talk about it. And you and I know that, but I don't know if the man who I still don't think his shoelaces are real. I seriously, I think they have those little elastic shoelace things in there so he doesn't actually tie anything. Barr leaves tomorrow. Thank you, Electra. Bye. He wants him out. Not happy. The toddler in chief is not happy. Oh no. He hurt Trump. He was it doesn't matter what Barr did. Ultimately, he didn't keep Trump, and Trump thinks he was loyal to Barr, and he's done so much for Barr, and Barr has betrayed him. Pardon. Well, he's mad. There are a lot of people who are going to get pardons. Matter of fact, I can almost mentally, I can hear the news broadcasts where it's breaking news. Donald Trump has pardoned a long list of family, associates. It's like jaw-dropping. But there's something about them, because too many of them are things that would incriminate the president himself, that they're unlawful, and somewhere under the Biden administration, the pardons themselves are going to be suspended. This is Chad, by the way. Hanging Chad. The pardons are going to get called into question. Okay. 58, January 6th. January 6th in DC, there were big protests planned. Are the National Guard going to be called out? Well, no, let's just read on the they're supposedly going to be big protests planned on January 6th in Washington, D.C. Oh, sorry, it's loud. Thank you, Kaya. Ronnie's stubby fingers probably can't handle the laces. I was thinking more it was stubby frontal lobe, but sure, that works too. January 6th, there are big protest plans. Is anyone going to show up? Are they going to be violent? I mean, what is that going to look like? January 6th, big protest planned. Feels like there's something there. Oh, and the world's going to be watching. Please, embarrass us on the international stage again. Go ahead. Ewat, we're working hard in Georgia. Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of a grateful nation. Yeah, these are people showing up, people traveling in, people on both sides. Call for calm. Oh, there are definitely some people who have who've had that nasty, Trump branded Kool-Aid, who really are convinced that the election was stolen. Pammy, the Biden administration's not doing a big thing on January 6th. It'll be more virtual. Keep seeing people in charge getting Looney Tunes crowds blocked off. I understand, but but I don't know that they necessarily do a big thing on January 6th. I mean, I think in the news we always hear about the new Congress coming in. We always hear about the electoral college votes and what have you. But there is that Georgia vote. There are going to be some really mad people. Someone was saying January. Someone in the chat was talking. I think was talking about January 20th. I was talking. The question I got, I believe, it was January 6th in D.C. Big protests planned. When they are announcing it's around the 5th and the 6th. You have both. You've got 3 things happening around the 5th and the 6th, to the best of my knowledge. You have the Georgia vote for the 2 final Senate seats, which is going to determine which party has the majority in the Senate. You've got the new Congress being seated, and you have the electoral college votes being, what's the word? Is it ratified? Is it accepted? Whatever the word is for that. So, and apparently there are protests planned in Washington, D.C., which would make sense. Yeah. So I was just seeing if there's going to be a problem. I think there is going to be protests. I think there are going to be protests. Wow. And my grammar went out the window. Oh, and Trump's just there looking out the window. I don't know if it's literal. It feels like it's literal. I thought he was going to go to elsewhere and not come back, but it's like he's looking out the window like it's his last chance. And, it's like, I don't know why, but it's like I've got him. It's like he's staying at the window like this. Okay, where are the people? Where are they going to, where's the swell of massive people who are going to tear down the barriers and demand that I remain president forever and ever and ever. And, he's just, look, where are they? Where are the people? It's like, please see my earlier description of how insignificant Trump really is. That's a lot of celebrating Democrats. There's quite a bit of heartache, rise of Democratic power, Republicans trying to figure out what they're going to do. And just like in 2016, where it was such a shock that suddenly not only the presidency, but both the Senate and the House of Representatives suddenly all went Republican, raises you up. The Wheel of Fortune raises you up, and it brings you back down again, too. And so Republicans are, they're going down. This is rising. Ace of Cups right in the middle. This is celebrating Democrats. This is the rise of Democratic power coming up out of the muck. These are Republicans. They've got heartache. They are working to try to see what they can salvage. And the wheel turns. Yeah, that's just all I'm getting. Fair enough. Okay, a couple of Republicans now. 105. North Dakota Governor Christie Noam, am I pronouncing that correctly? Known as the Wicked Witch of the West. What is her future? That's what I was told. I've never been to North Dakota. I've never been to the Dakotas, I'll be honest. Yes, January 6th is very different from January 20th. Yes. But since that's around the time Pence is going to have to read out the results of the electoral colleges and basically say who won. And he's doing that and immediately getting on a plane to go to the other side of the planet. Yeah. Trump's still hoping that there's going to be a huge uprising, and that's kind of his final, it's not even a chance, but he kind of sees it as if there's a huge uprising. Kat D, she's the governor of South Dakota, and she doesn't believe in masks or anything. She believes in people making their own choices. Really? Take care, Linda. Merry Christmas, everybody. I agree, Angela. Merry Christmas. Okay, Christie Noam. Governor Christie Noam. What's in your future? Does Santa have some coal for you? Kath 411. Take him away, Space Force. Oh, yeah, spreading the lies. And everything else. Okay. If someone did a reading on me and the first card they got was the devil, corrupt, just every awful thing, cruelty, corruption, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I need to change my life. Okay, there's some hope. Oh, whoo-hoo. Okay. All right, this is where we are now. But there's some hope. She might be doing something she's not supposed to be doing. I'm not getting the justice card. I am getting absolute isolation and suspension. What's going on? Major arcana, capital letters, isolation and suspension. What is that about? Six of Swords. Isolation and suspension. I mean, the Six of Swords can be like the vaccine going out, but isolation and suspension, isolation, suspension, judgment. That's not good. The end of the Trump era. She's gonna. I was going to say she's having trouble raising money, but I think there might be some. It might be maybe what entertainment only. What do I know? This right here. This would be campaign finance violations. That's what that is. If you put the card of the miser or lack with the justice card, you talk about politicians. That's campaign finance violations, or embezzling money, or diverting funds where they shouldn't go. She's tied to the Trump era, but she's been up to no good somewhere. And Democrats, happy Democratic families. So suspension, isolation, judgment. Justice card. 6 of Swords, the people in the boat moving. Oh, I wonder if she's not just diverting funds. She might be diverting the illness relief funds and or vaccine itself to her favorite people. Cat D, well, she's definitely isn't using the illness money for her state. The doctors and nurses are overrun with patients. She's not doing anything about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She does not have a good time ahead of her. No. Speaking of not having a good time ahead of yourself, DeSantis. And by not having a good time ahead of yourself, I mean us having to look at him. DeSantis versus an actual scientist. DeSantis versus an actual scientist that he then sent armed people in to scare her and her family. How dare she tell the truth? How dare she? So what's going to happen to DeSantis? Stacy saying she used, Noam, she used illness relief funds for tourism ads. Oh, nice. Edwina. Oh, Clarence, please don't use all caps unless you're talking directly to me. It helps. It helps. Yeah, okay. These are the people actually talking about it's kind of hard to see, and technically we could go into the whole mythology and who it actually refers to, but ultimately it's sort of caduceus-ish there, which would these days relates to the medical profession. Plus cups are medical profession. So, and this is partnership. So getting the word out about the medical situation. Carmela needs to go. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Carmela. Okay. Oh, DeSantis. His reading is starting out with the Death card and the Hanged Man. It kind of feels like vaccines are going to save him from being strung up. But it's also Death was stalking the land, Death on his horse Binky. For those of you who are Terry Pratchett fans, Death and Binky here, walking across the land, and suspension, not letting the information out because he wanted to keep tourism, wanted to keep things open. Okay, that's not telling me what Crystal saying. Chad has entered the chat. Yes. Thank you, Kat. JM, Noam encouraged shopping in her state while her state has the highest spike. I don't get it. That doesn't tell me what's going on, what's going to happen to DeSantis. DeSantis versus the scientist. DeSantis, are you going to get held accountable for what you've done here? Okay. People who are which side of the political spectrum you're on will be a lot of how you view this. There was definitely some sucking up to Trump, putting out false information. Meanwhile, the medical community had real information. But this was about making money, raising money by sucking up to Trump, putting out garbage. Medical people knew the truth. So he's going to be heavily linked to Trump and what Trump did, or the lack of what Trump did. I'll tell you right now, I do not have the patience or the crayons to explain Trump's mentality. Hard Candy, thank you. Thanks for reading for us. Autumn Seasons greetings. Many happy returns. I know that he just won re-election, but I think someday he might be replaced by a woman. This could just be the Biden administration. It's one or the other, or both. Okay. People they want someone. People they want to turn to somebody who's going to take action and actually do something. It's the difference of what's going to happen with the Biden administration, who comes in, and the decisions that DeSantis made are going to come more to light. All the deaths that could have been avoided. People want someone who's going to care about them, and there's going to be so much there. So is about everything he did wrong. Is he going to can they recall him, or I don't know what the term is, what term they use in Florida? Petition to get rid of him? Is there going to be like massive petitions to get rid of DeSantis, or are we going to have to wait until he comes up for election again? They're going to get rid of DeSantis. Does anybody know what it's called? Judy's saying this is his first term, hopefully his last. Oh, yeah. They can't recall anyone in Florida? Really? So literally, you can't remove the governor of the state. It's written into their constitution, of course. Cat. Florida's Cat saying, that's Dire Visitor. It's a fun name. I like it. Cat is saying Florida's a state that cannot recall a governor. Glenn Kushner, that lawyer, he said that the other night. So is this just waiting for the next election? There is a petition for his impeachment. So in Florida, if if what he goes and shoots somebody on Miami Beach, he stays in? How does it work? Florida man. Yes. That's investigators. This came up in this other. This is the second set of cards I've pulled on this. This came up in the last one. That's investigators. That's someone looking very, very closely. And all of these cards here, they end with a message, but all of this rancor, PTSD on the defensive, all of this is stuff he did for Trump. Dire Visitor. Now, impeachment of a governor can be done. They do not have the same protection as the president. Okay. Well, it's I'm picking up him being heavily scrutinized, maybe even some kind of I know that politicians have incredible protections. Politicians have incredible protections so they don't get in trouble when they are incompetent and do things that lead to deaths in their states. It's unbelievable how protected they are in general. I mean, otherwise, the last Republican governor of Michigan would spend the rest of his life in jail for what he oversaw in Flint. But all right, 122. Okay, that's that. Oh, I didn't cover this one. 122:30. Just a quick. Should we worry about the January 6th electoral votes? I meant to include this earlier. Should we worry about January 6th electoral votes? Yes, the Republicans are going to yammer and blah, 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 blah. Charlie Brand's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Yes. Uh-huh. Sure. Mm-hmm. But should we worry about the whole electoral acceptance of the electoral votes in Congress on January 6th? No, judgment has already happened. The fat lady has already blown that horn. Oh no, that is the musical accompaniment to the fat lady who has sung. There we go. No, this is voluntarily holding still right in the middle. I think higher wisdom is going to prevail. I really do. Yes, the Republicans, looking ridiculous, doing their thing, putting on a show. It's not on stable ground. It's not on the defensive. It's not good. But on the whole, they just kind of sit there. I get this card for the beginning of the Biden administration, and then it says higher wisdom. It's like, look, we have a democracy. People have voted. We're moving on. So I don't think we need to worry there. Okay, then, well, while I'm here, let me look at Miguel Cardona. Will he be, hang on, let me write this down, 120, 125. Hang on, let me shuffle. Okay, Miguel Cardona, who's been chosen to be Biden's education secretary. Is he going to be effective in that role? And my gosh, the bar isn't even low. The bar is like in sub-basement B. After DeVos, there was a Lewis Black. There was a Lewis Black skit or stand-up routine or whatever, and he was saying, I forget what state it was, but they went from being 50th in education, 50th of the 50 states, that state's education, they went from being 50th to 49th. And Lewis Black, he said, what was the miracle? Pencils? And that's how I feel about it. After Betsy DeVos, Miguel Cardona just has to show up with a pack of pencils and hey, boy. Oh, Holly's here. Miguel Cardona, July 11th, 1975, Cancer Sun. Nice. Leo Moon, no known birth time. Saturn close to his sun. He's from my state of Connecticut. Nice. Okay, so he's, we definitely get the Cancer Sun. Leo Moon. All right, so he has an emotional need to lead. Okay. That's good, but he's got that Cancer Sun, so there's a real heart underneath there that is accessible. Saturn close to his sun, make him organized. Hopefully. All right, Miguel Cardona. So his appointment sends a message. Choose your message. I just got the first message of, oh, DeVos is leaving. It's all the message I need. Oh yeah. DeVos. Ugh. Oh my gosh, is he walking into a mess? Oh yeah. It isn't just that the bar is set low. It's that she's done a lot of damage. She's done a lot. He's going to this community. Okay, Biden got in. He's going in there. But we are going to hear, because this communication about what she has done to the education department, and it's ugly. Very, very ugly. Wow, okay. He's going to be fine. He's going to be horrified, but he's going to be fine. Okay, 129. I've got two questions here about the strain of the illness that's coming out of the UK. How badly will it spread across the US? Because the people up, it was either Fauci himself or it was someone on, near Fauci's level who was in the news yesterday, very, very recently, saying, assume it's already here. You can just assume it's already here. Travel hasn't been completely shut down. It is spreading so rapidly. It doesn't, it's not more deadly, but more people catch it because apparently it's sticky, the new version. But how badly is that going to spread across the US? 300 I don't even know. I don't even know what we're up to now. I know we're over 300,000 Americans gone. 300,000. And this election was close? Really? I mean, it wasn't, but it was? Really? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a messenger. It's already here. It's already here. It's going to be a strain on the system. It's we've been warned it's already here, but what I'm getting is someone of wealth and means. All of this chaos basically being spread by someone of wealth and means. Maybe somebody flying. Trump people who haven't put things in place the way they should have to stop spread. And even if the Republicans are willing to go forward with some more help, it's not going to be enough because it's already not enough. But this is just going to exacerbate the problem. It is a race against time. And the more people who become infected, the more likely it is that an illness like this will, the much more likely it will mutate into something different. Three more cards on this. Oh, Matri, 320,000 dead. Thank you. Thank you. Close contact, it's family. Christmas. Christmas is very much a super spreader event. I mean, I'm still, my parents are both 80. And I still catch myself. It's like, no, you can't have a party. No, you can't have a party. What are you thinking? Wear a mask. Where's your mask? Why aren't you wearing a mask? I brought you some gloves. Go wash your hands, please. Literally, these are the words that have to come out of my mouth. Well, we can't live in a bubble. Yes, you can for a while. Where will you be Christmas Day, Autumn, says Electra. I will be right here. 365 days a year. Right here. We're having Christmas at Autumn's. I'll be here at noon that day, just like every other. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better, but when we have a new president, he'll be able to build on what little good is out, or what good is out there. People willing to take the vaccines and wear the masks and stuff. He'll build on that. Okay, and so, but for 135. Okay, this new strain, should we do anything different to guard ourselves? Oh my gosh, Debbie, as of right now, 66,444 cases so far today. And so far, it's a 1,500 deaths. Alice, I'm 79. Hubby is 80. We don't party, see friends or relatives. We wear masks. Alice, would you do you need another? Do you need a daughter or another daughter? Technically, I'm not available for adoption, but I'm nice. Oh, Judy, thank you for spending Christmas with us. Thank you. Thank you for spending Christmas with me. Ewad, I saw my parents last December. I love them very much, but I don't think I like them as people. I'm sorry to hear that. Other than their political beliefs, my parents are great. But oh my gosh. Whoops. Okay. One dominant saying, my 78-year-old mother with chronic myeloid leukemia gets visiting friends and going out to eat. I expect I will never see her alive again before all soon. She refuses any vaccine too. Oh, dominant, I'm so sorry. Grandma Rose's homestead. I'll be here too. My family isn't celebrating Christmas on the 25th since my granddaughter, college age, has the illness. I'm so sorry. The other set of grandparents are in their 80s. I'm old, but not that old. Oh, thank you, Kath. Oh, thank you, Sandra. We need to protect seniors. I'm trying. What a coincidence. I'm celebrating here too. Who said that? Quinoa 52? Okay. So I just want to quick. Is there something we should do differently? Is there anything we should do differently to to avoid the new strain? Is there anything we should do differently? Is there anything we should be doing or not doing? It feels very local. Stay local. Oh, a lot of people are having to rely on the post office, UPS, FedEx, and what have you for even basic stuff. So, well, I think, don't travel. Stay local. But it feels like local businesses, local, like smaller communities, take that as you will. Things are going to get better. I'm definitely getting things are going to get better. And these are like new businesses, new ventures starting out. These are coming out the other end with new careers, new training, because things are going to improve. But there will probably be some kind of adjustments. I'm not getting anything specific like to avoid the illness. What I'm getting is, consider in your free time getting training in something. I mean, isn't it, is it Microsoft or Google or I forget, but I mean, there's some companies that there's like free certification you can get on their programs. And so if you're, and you can just at your own pace, go in and learn the stuff and get your certification, and you can put that on your resume. That kind of thing, where there are things you could do which would give you more options that wouldn't cost you, wouldn't cost a ton. So anyway, I will leave it. I will leave it at that. But thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful for you. And thank you for our Troll Slayers. You are epic. Helm's Deep epic. So thank you. And yeah, I'll be here tomorrow and the day after and the day after that and the day after that. It's Christmas, everybody. So Merry Christmas. I'm not Catholic anymore, but still, it's Christmas. So whether you are Catholic or not, or Christian or not, Merry Christmas, everybody. And all the best to you. Happy holidays. Good wishes, goodwill, good friends. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.